Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday and I am off to a chaotic start to the week. I did not sleep last night and I thought I had a psychologist telehealth appointment at 12 o'clock today, but at 10:05 my psychologist messaged me to say, I'm ready when you are. I was still in bed, like half dozing, half reading about Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn breaking up. So I jumped out of bed and threw on my jumper from yesterday and had my psychologist appointment. And so now I have the rest of the day ahead of me. I do have some plans for today, but then also I just remembered literally 5 minutes ago that we have tickets to see the 1975 tonight. Whenever their latest album came out, I really liked that album. I've always kind of liked their singles, but this was the first time that I listened to an album all the way through and I thought it was great. So I spontaneously came home and saw that they were coming to Melbourne and that there were a few tickets left, so I grabbed them. And then with everything going on with my hand and my injury, I guess I just kind of forgot about it. In the meantime, I did actually have a plan for today and I don't know that it's going to be very interesting to a lot of you, but I am so excited about it. I have decided to digitize my wardrobe. Last night I started by going through and finding some stock images of all of my shoes and all of my bags. So they're done. But a lot of my clothes I've had for longer than stock images are still available, and plenty of them come from op shops as well. So that means I need to take photos. I need to take photos of all of them. And the reason I want to do this is kind of tied into what we spoke about last week with my screen time. Obviously this is going to increase my screen time, but with a very specific purpose that I think is going to help me longer term. One of the things that I've been struggling with my screen time since I did my injury is online shopping. And I think some of those things are arriving this week, so we're probably gonna have a couple of hauls during this video as well. But it's just something that I know I don't want to keep doing, especially at the rate that I have been. It's not in my budget and it's also just not sustainable. It's not something I want to be participating in. And I thought digitizing my wardrobe would be a good way to still engage in a fun way on my phone, in a scrolly, mindless way sometimes even, with the clothes that I already have. And don't worry, this isn't just a fashion channel. Obviously, since I hurt my hand, I have been struggling to read and I'm just vlogging my week. So this is something I just really want to do. And so that's what's going to be in the vlog. But I do also want to make some more progress on this book. I honestly didn't read very much last week at all. I am up to page 63, so I think I read maybe 10 or 20 pages last week. And this week I would like to, let's aim for 50 pages. I want to read 50 pages of a book in 1 week. It's so funny hearing me say that out loud because normally I would read that or more in 1 day. But right now, that is a fairly ambitious goal for me. So we've got quite a lot on the agenda for today. I gotta go to Bunnings to get a hook, then I gotta take photos of all of my clothes, and then we're gonna go to dinner and then go see the 1975. And that's all just today. We've got the whole rest of the week we're spending together. 20 to 7 on Wednesday. I was going to tell you that I've been having a lovely, restful, lazy day, but actually I just spent most of the day taking photos of my clothes for this wearing app thing that I'm currently kind of obsessed with. And I feel like you've already seen enough of that, so you didn't need more of a montage. But I thought I could tell you a little bit about last night. We had such a lovely night last night. Blair and I have very different tastes in music. My core, my heart is like post-punk, like The Cure, Depeche Mode, New Order. Blair, however, has long been just like an electronic music fan. I don't know specifically what he's listening to these days, but things like trance and progressive house, like that kind of vibe. I think when we first started dating, there were only 3 artists that we both liked that we would listen to together. And they were Linkin Park, REM, and Enya. A super weird mix, right? Anyway, all of that is to say that we don't very often go to just like a casual pop rock concert together. We went and had Sushi Train beforehand, which we haven't done in ages. It used to be something we did a lot when we both worked in the city before the pandemic. We would meet up after work like once a week and go get Sushi Train. And then just around the corner from there is this like specialty pretzel place that does like these incredible dessert pretzels. So we had a great night as far as food. And then we just caught the tram down to Flinders Street and then walked to Rod Laver Arena. And it was just such a beautiful evening walking along the river. The 1975 were really good. I just really enjoy their sound. I have to say I definitely prefer their more up-tempo stuff to their sad boy stuff. And although I did enjoy the show overall, I have to say one thing that I just found I suppose a little bit off-putting is Matty Healy's whole, I don't even know what to call it. He literally started the show holding a glass of wine and he spent the whole show filling that glass up and like waving it around while he was singing and like drinking in the middle of lines. And then he moved on to pulling out a flask and then he went back to the wine bottle and he was just drinking straight out of the wine bottle. I don't know if it's just my history and like being 10 years sober and having a problem with alcohol in the past where it didn't do a whole lot for me. And I mean, there's plenty of that sort of stuff in his lyrics as well. So I think it might be something that he has and may even still continue to genuinely struggle with. But it also seems like he's kind of made it part of his like rock star persona. And I don't know, I just didn't personally like that. And I think it's sad to see. Anyway, aside from taking heaps of photos of all of my clothes for wearing, I did also get 2 books today. I ordered these ages ago. I'm so glad they finally came. They're just 2 more Kay O'Neill books. Kay O'Neill is the author of The Tea Dragon Society. I recently read their latest book, The Moth Keeper. And basically they do really sweet, incredible, diverse, beautiful, gentle graphic novels that are just gorgeous. Like middle grade age, but I love them. And these are 2 more that I have not yet read that I'm really looking forward to. The first is Princess Ever After. It says, join Sadie and Amira, 2 very different princesses with very different strengths on their journey to figure out what happily ever after really means and how they can find that with each other. Cute! Oh, and look at the little end pages. Adorable! And then the other one is Aquacorn Cove. Apparently it's an enchanting and allegorical fairy tale with an environmentalist message and a heartfelt story about learning to be a guardian to yourself and those you love. Obviously, after how much I loved The Tea Dragon Society, I was already pretty convinced that I wanted to keep reading more from this author. I just knew I needed to get onto the Kay O'Neill bandwagon. Oh, also last night I taught Ollie a new trick, so I'll have to show you that at some point. It's adorable. For those of you who don't know, Ollie was my grandparents' dogs. She's 7 years old and both of my grandparents died last year, 5 weeks apart. Granny was quite a shock, but Pop was sick for a long time, so we knew the time was coming for him. And the last time that I was there visiting and helping out, it was clear that Ollie and I had really bonded. We've always been close, but she just loves me. What can I say? And so Pop asked me, you know, when I go, can you take care of Ollie for me? And obviously it's just been a great honor and something that I take very seriously. And so since I've got her, I just thought teaching her some tricks was a really good way for us to like communicate with each other and, you know, just like stimulate her mentally and also just spend time with her. She's so quick to learn tricks. She's very food driven, so it's very easy to train her. And I haven't taught her any new tricks in a little while because I'd sort of run out of things that I could think of. So if you have any recommendations for like good tricks to teach a cute little toy poodle, please let me know. But the thing that I taught her last night that I I just kind of like thought of off the top of my head was, where's your toy? And she's always so proud of herself when she knows that she's done a trick right, and it's just so damn cute. But anyway, I'm honestly knackered. I'm bloody knackered. I've had not the best night's sleep lately, and then obviously last night was a pretty big one. So I think I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and just go crash on the couch. I might play around with this wearing and see if I can make some cute little outfits. I might mindlessly watch some TV. I might even read some Kay O'Neill. I'm not sure. But one thing's for sure, I will see you tomorrow. Hello friends, I'm here with little Miss Ollie. It's getting quite late on Thursday, but I thought I'd check in with you because I have a bunch of stuff to show you, don't I? Firstly, you would have seen that we popped into Bunnings. Blair and I are like vaguely thinking about painting I don't know, just adding a bit of colour to the house, but we have no idea what colour, like at all. So we thought we'd just go and pick out a few. We ended up with a handful this thick of colour swatches that we liked and just kind of like have them around and just like maybe get a sense of which ones we're drawn to. I don't know. I'll update you. It might not happen. It might be months. I have no idea. Then 2 parcels also arrived for me today of some of those clothes that I mentioned to you that I had purchased in the past couple of months. I'm someone who loves clothes and I love supporting especially like local Melbourne based kind of like fashion boutiques and stuff. So I'm not going to stop buying new clothes, but the rate at which I have been buying them the past couple of months is not something I want to continue going forward. But I also don't want to like ruin the experience of these beautiful clothes that I've invested in. Firstly, a pair of socks. It was one of those situations where I could either pay $15 for shipping or I could spend $9 more and get free shipping, and these socks were $10. So, I mean, essentially I got a free pair of socks and they're adorable. The next piece is this gorgeous like turquoise long sleeve skivvy. It's super stretchy and it's just such a pretty color. I feel like this is one of those kind of basic but still strong colors that I just gravitate towards so much. All of the ones that I'm showing you at the moment are from Jericho Road, in case you're wondering. I also have these bright orange pants. I don't know if you can see, but they have this scalloping kind of detail down the front. They're actually a lot more sheer in person than I thought they were going to be. Like, they're very clearly summer pants. So I'm gonna give them a try on and see what I think, but I'm definitely gonna have to wear nude undies with these. And orange is a color I don't have a lot of. It's not a color I like to wear like up around my face. I don't think it really suits me, but I think it could be a fun like kind of color blocking contrasting moment with something more like the turquoise or a pink. And then the ones I'm most excited for, it's the same pattern as the socks, just in a pair of pants. And these were on a very, very steep discount, so I cannot return them. And they do look a little bit big, but I feel like with a drawstring waist, I mean, there's plenty of, I don't know, wiggle room, isn't there? And it's kind of like these matchsticks, but some of them have love hearts on the top instead of like just a regular little matchstick. I don't know, it's just cute and I love the colors. And then the next parcel was not from Jericho Road, but I also got another pair of pants. These are just brown, but they're like a little bit of a thicker material. They almost look like a lightweight corduroy, but I don't think they are. And a brown. I don't have any brown pants. I feel like since I hurt my hand, I have definitely lent into like my wide leg, not jean pant era. So yes, lots of new clothes that I will have to take photos of tomorrow and add to my wearing app. I've actually made really good progress adding everything to my wearing app, I think I'm almost done. And actually I did, for the first time, log my outfit for the day. How fun is that? Anyway, that's all the clothes stuff done. I also wanted to tell you something that I am probably the most excited about today. And that is some progress I've made with my hand. It's only small, literally 5 degrees. I'll explain that in a second. But I cried. I cried. Finally feeling like I had made any progress whatsoever was just, like the light beam of hope that hit me smack bang in the face was exactly what I needed this morning. So basically, I haven't really been talking about, like, you know, my exercises and stuff that I've been given for my hand. I mean, obviously I'm still waiting for the referral to start hydrotherapy, which is infuriating having to wait for so long to just get a damn letter. But anyway, I do also just have some exercises that I've been doing every day, and my hand therapist gave me these little angle measurers to measure how much I can bend my hand, these knuckles here. And since we started measuring, I have been able to bend this hand, like really, really pushing and trying 50 degrees, and that's it. And it has been stuck at 50 degrees for the last 2 weeks that we've been measuring it. And having made no progress for 2 weeks, and obviously the fact, you know, worrying in the back of my mind that this may be permanent, it was really getting me down. So I stopped bothering to measure for the last couple of days. But when I woke up this morning and I was doing my exercises, I just had a feeling. I had a feeling it was moving just that little bit more. And honestly, I can't do it now. But this morning, I promise you, I was able to just do the 55 degrees. It was a push. Realistically, I was more at like the 54 degrees, but the fact that I was beyond 50 degrees just meant the world to me. You may have noticed that I have not done very much reading in this video, despite my ambitious goal of 50 pages this week. But to be perfectly honest, I think the fact that I haven't really been sleeping, and then obviously how much time I've been spending taking photos of all my clothes, has meant that this has just not been a priority. But because I haven't been sleeping, I am conscious of making sure I don't overdo it, especially given that I'm bipolar. I don't want to push myself honestly too far in either direction, but certainly not towards a manic episode. So tomorrow the plan is to have a very restful day, which does mean that potentially I won't have a lot of interesting things to show you, but hopefully it will mean a little bit of reading. Maybe not 50 pages, but I'll take a little bit of reading. And who knows, I may even opt for one of the graphic novels from Kay O'Neill that we hauled earlier in the week instead. But before I sign off for the evening, how about I show you Ollie's new trick?
Where's your toy, Ollie? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Yes! Good job! Good job, Ollie. High five! Oh, your toy, yes! Good girl, Ollie. Good girl. Yes, that's your toy. It is. Yes. Good job, honey. Good job.
Warning from the past, to make sure you're learning from mistakes that you did last. Send me a letter when you're done, evaluating what your short life has become. You should know.
Hello friends, it is Friday afternoon and I'm really struggling today. I just had another really bad sleep last night. I've been in a lot of pain. My hand is really swollen. I'm realizing that I have 4 appointments next week, which is kind of stressing me out. And then last night I also got the news that a friend of mine who has been having some health issues the last 3 or 4 months, we got some not great news yesterday, and I'm feeling a lot of feelings today. So I know I had plans for a restful reading day, but I have literally spent almost all day in bed. It's just after 2 o'clock and I got out of bed an hour ago, hopped in the shower, washed my hair, which was much needed, and Blair managed to get me outside for a short walk because it's just such a beautiful day. We both knew that it's exactly what I needed. Like, it's honestly just glorious today. So I got an opportunity to wear my fun new orange pants, which honestly I was almost convinced I was probably going to have to return, partly because of how sheer they were and I wasn't sure if I loved the fit and everything. But I had a little little play on the app to see if I could put an outfit together for today. It's like 24 degrees today, which is beautiful for autumn weather in Melbourne. It's so sunny. It feels almost like the last remnants of summer. So I decided to try these pants out with this little t-shirt that I got at Savers a few weeks ago that I haven't had a chance to wear yet. So I feel like I'm in a cute little summer get up, and I feel like it might be the last chance I get for many months. And I'm really glad that we got out and that I got up and I got dressed and we had a lovely walk. But I kind of feel like that's about most of my spoons done for the day. I feel like I've kind of been teasing you all week about all this reading that I was planning on doing, but clearly I'm just still not quite there yet. And I wanted to spend the rest of the day with you. I don't know, go for a little walk, chill, make some cups of tea, read, talk to you about books, but I just don't think I have it in me today. I also was really hoping to do a little like Q&A at the end of these videos from now on. I had a couple of questions from you guys in the comments on the last few videos, and as I mentioned last time, I have been reading all of the comments that you've been leaving and they've meant so much to me, but I know that I'm just not quite in the mental space to be able to, or physical space to be honest, to be able to like sit down and I don't know, really process everything enough to like give you a good solid reply in the way that I normally try to. And I felt like I might have a little bit more luck answering questions like verbally at the end of the video, but I just don't feel like I can do that for you today. So if you do have any questions for me, feel free to leave those in the comments below and I will try to answer a couple of them in the next video. So I am sorry for kind of cutting this vlog off quite abruptly, but I hope you enjoyed spending the rest of the week with me. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you. And of course, a big thank you to my very understanding and supportive patrons, and especially a big thank you goes to Livia, Lynette Brown and Marie. And hopefully I will see you again next week. So until then, take care and much love. Bye.